Ephesians 5:11 have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Hey friends, it is so important to start asking questions, really good questions, and seeking for truth. So many of us just want to take at face value what we see for a moment flashed in front of our eyes on the mainstream media or social media. So I like to dive a few layers deep, and that's what we're going to do today. If you have not seen Watch the Water, I highly recommend it. It will be a mind-blowing theory, which actually didn't really surprise me. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch this interview. But I want to show you something kind of interesting. If you have not watched this, I highly recommend it. It will give you a few aha moments and maybe some deeper understanding about where we've been in the past few years with the sickness. And I started to think about the companies involved, and I said, well, let's take a look at Pfizer. What have they been doing in the past few years? Are they connected to this theory at all? And I was blown away by what I found. All right, this is going to blow your mind. So this article dated 2010. Pfizer is building 2 new facilities in Richland Township. And guess what the facility, if we can see right here, red on yellow, kill a fellow, red on black, friend of Jack. Snakes. Okay, not a big deal, right? Not a big deal if there's, millions of snake bites per year around the world and you need to develop anti-venom, no problem. But here's the problem, and correct me if I'm wrong. Pfizer's built a $3.7 million facility back in 2010, so we know that would probably be worth maybe $8 million today. I don't know. In inflationary terms, but for the coral snake antivenom, which, if we scroll down, we can see here that the market for this product of antivenom, they call it antivenin, he said that there's only about 100 coral snake bite incidents per year. Oh, we're going to go a little further. That's going to make you go, mm-hmm. So why? Ask yourself this question. Why are they building a huge facility, almost 12,000 square feet, for the production of anti-venom? Doesn't make sense, right? Perhaps a little research, a few experiments, maybe something very nefarious. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Let's dive even deeper. And I came across this Reddit thread. Here we have a Reddit thread. It says, I just wrote a paper on snake venoms. This is 10 years ago. And associated antivenoms, and this BS outrage annoys me. All right, so this gets even more interesting, guys. So here is a Reddit thread from 10 years ago. And this person here just wrote a paper on snake venoms and associated antivenoms. And apparently he's just speaking out about just how much this is costing investors. But it says the incidence of microurus and microroids, coral snake bites, is rare, and industrial production of antivenom is expensive. Yes, maybe some lives would be saved by continuing production, but Pfizer can't justify losing large amounts of money to potentially save a few people. A fair analogy would be spending millions of dollars building lightning rods throughout the countryside to protect people from lightning strikes, which are far more common than coral snake bites. But as you go down, it's a very interesting thread. But here is where the connection. Listen to this one. Working in the threads don't lie, right? Working in wildlife in Texas is a scary thing indeed, but I have a friend with more snake handling experience than me that picks up these guys with her hands, so at least they're calmer than other venomous snakes. Regardless, attached to a ventilator for weeks doesn't sound worth it. Gosh, think about all the ventilators, right? And we're going to go a little deeper. Look at this here. This is an article on Popular Mechanics, Snakebites, 2010. And this is about the company originally the drug was produced by Wyeth, but now owned by Pfizer. If and when shortages do occur, many hospitals will have no other option but to intubate coral snake bite victims on ventilators for weeks until the effects of the toxin wear off, potentially costing hundreds of thousands of dollars per bite. I don't know, guys. For me, the connection is made. You come to your own conclusion. All right? It's crazy. That's why we need to be praying. We need to stay close to the Word of God. The gospel of Jesus is real. It has power to save, and the truth is coming out. God bless you guys.